It is really, really hard right now to look at the news and to think about what's happening in other parts of our country and other parts of the world. And it is really easy for us to get stuck into a state of fear, which isn't doing anyone any good at all. So I'd like to start first by talking about the difference between sympathy and compassion. The feeling of sympathy comes from a place of pity, which is not a very useful place at all. It is a low vibration and just, again, not helpful. Whereas compassion comes from a place of love and from a desire to help. Compassion is what leads you to feel empathy towards others and also feel guided towards doing what you can to help them out. Now, you may look at the news and think, oh my gosh, what can I do? What can I do to help the victims of the hurricanes? Well, you can do a few things. You can send money to an organization that you trust. You can just hold them in your heart. Sitting in fear and watching the news reels over and over, that's not helping anyone. Where the power, I do believe in the power of prayer, the power of positive intention, the power of love. And by holding those people and those hurricanes in that space, for example, you can help the energy of our planet. All of us are energy and we are all connected. We are all one. And when you hold that higher frequency of love and compassion, you can affect things. I believe that with all my heart and soul. So that's one way that you can help yourself to feel better, by actually taking action, whether it be through, again, you can volunteer, you can send money, or you can hold these places and people in your heart. The other thing I want to talk to you about is self-care. Self-care is so incredibly important during times like this. This is a time to focus inward, to take a pause for yourself. Instead of being glued to the TV and catching every headlines, when you notice yourself spiraling into a place of fear, stop and take a few breaths to your belly. Go out. You can see I'm sitting out in nature here. The effects of nature are many, many positive effects. I encourage you to go sit in nature, sit under a tree, and take those breaths. And right now I'm going to breathe with you, just so you have an idea what I'm talking about. So we just breathe in through our nose to our belly, nice and slow. Hold it at the top and breathe out through our mouth. So it just looks like this. Hold it. Breathe in through our nose. Hold it. And out through our mouths. In through our noses. Hold it. Out through our mouths. Science has shown that 3 mindful breaths like that lower your heart rate and your blood pressure. I can certainly feel the difference already. So again, just take a few minutes for yourself. Whenever you notice those feelings coming in, a lot of people I know are having struggles sleeping right now. They're getting full of anxiety and their thoughts start running and then they can't go back to sleep. Stop, put your hands on your belly and breathe. Take yourself out of your head. When you feel those thoughts coming in, go back to focusing on your breath or focusing on the sounds in the room. Anytime you're focusing on one of your senses, your mind is in the present moment. So you can use any of your senses. You can use your sense of sight, which isn't going to work in the dark, perhaps. You can hear the birds. The birds are coming into the feeders. You can focus on your sense of hearing, smell, feeling, and right away you'll be moved into the present moment. And from that space, it's so much easier to go to sleep. Because even though things are tough in the world right now, look at the moment you're in right now. If you're sitting and watching this video and breathing with me, this moment right now is really good. So I encourage you to focus on the things close to you. Hold the people you love near and dear, and practice self-care and compassion. And maybe you don't like breathing to your belly. Maybe you don't like focusing on your breath. There are a lot of people who don't like that form of relaxation at all. Well, the good news is there are lots and lots of ways to relax. There are lots and lots of ways to practice self-care. For example, what I'm doing right now is pretty relaxing. I'm sitting outside. The birds are calling. My dog is laying crashed out. You can see her. I'm not terribly good at moving the video over there, but oh, there she is, crashed out. Okay, this is very relaxing, and this is a very nice present moment. Maybe you love to cook. Go inside, cook, put on the music, dance around, be wild, be crazy. I know a lot of people have a hard time when they know other people are suffering. They have a hard time enjoying life. They feel that somehow they're betraying those who are suffering if they themselves aren't suffering along with them. But again, we spoke about vibration. We spoke about compassion, but also vibration and the fact that we are all connected. If all of us sink into despair, that is not going to do any good whatsoever. What the world needs right now is love, sweet love. I think that's a song. All right? Love, high vibration, compassion, followed by action. That's what the world needs right now. So I encourage you to find those moments. Don't feel guilty about feeling joy when there are other bad things happening in the world. Dance like your life depended on it. Cook for the people that you love. And again, if you find you're cooking and all of a sudden the news is on, shut it off. If you find that you're cooking and all of a sudden you go into your head, remember what I said, focus on your senses. Focus on the fabulous smells coming out of your cooking pot. Focus on the look of your home, the homey feel of your space. Whatever it takes to bring you back into love, back into peace. Maybe you love to sit in a bubble bath. That's pretty great. Again, as long as you stay out of your head while you're soaking away, hop in the bubble bath. Practice self-care and practice taking care of one another. That's a wonderful way to feel good and empowered during these times. When you feel powerless, reach out. Maybe you can't do anything for people that live far away from you that are struggling, but what can you do in your own neighborhood? Maybe you have a neighbor you can check in on. Maybe you have a family member. Cook for somebody. Visit somebody. Send them a text or give them a phone call. All of these things help to raise the vibration of our planet. All of these things will help you feel more in control, like you are doing something, like you are adding to the good of the world. And again, that's what we need right now. So go out there and shine your light. Shine your light as bright as you possibly can. Be kind. Remember that we're all one. No matter our religion, no matter our politics, no matter our color, no matter our gender, no matter our species for that matter, we are all one. So reach out, send that love around the earth, take care of yourself, because before you can take care of anyone else, you need to have your glass full, right? So fill up your glass with love and joy. And that's it for now. I will see you again soon.